guys, it's Laura. Today I am sharing an insert from my 6x8 Project Life album, and it is documenting my Florida vacation, which includes the first time I ever went to Harry Potter World. So I hope you're excited. This is one of my favorite parts from this year, and I had a lot of fun memory keeping it. As you can see, it is very chunky for our 3-day stay in Florida. I took a lot of pictures and had a good time, so that was pretty awesome. If you have not seen the other videos previous to this one in the series, flipping through my Project Life 2017 album, you can check those out on my channel. I talk a little bit about my process for this year, some repeating elements I'm doing, and I talk about the size that I'm using. So I start off with this piece of vellum that I actually drew all these palm leaves on, and I just wrote Florida Vacay on it. And this is something I'm doing throughout this album. You can see I have one right here, and I also have a piece of vellum right here. And I think I'm going to do that for probably every vacation that I do this year, because I have a couple of family vacations that I'm doing. So this is the one that I made for this page, and I really love it. I think it's very graphic and fun and way cooler than any piece of vellum I could have bought. There's a picture of me and one of our dogs on the road trip. We took him down to Florida with us. There is a picture of our dog and my boyfriend sleeping in the guest bedroom of my family's house, a picture of me and my sister. And then every day that we were in Florida, I had a 3x8 insert where I used the same alphabet stickers to say what day it was, and then I did journaling on the back that describes the outline of pretty much everything we did that day. So you could see day number 2 matches day number 1. I just kept it really simple so I could track the vacation easily. So there's a lot of pictures of my boyfriend and I. These cards are all from my Etsy shop, where I design some Project Life cards with my handwriting on them. Pictures of me and my boyfriend meeting the baby goat. This was so exciting, guys. I actually had this on my bucket list. I really wanted to meet actually a baby wild cat when we were in Florida, and they have these programs through the zoo where you can like pet a baby cheetah or hold a baby lion. But I was doing research on it because animal welfare is really important to me, and it turns out that these animals are really not benefiting from this at all. They get really sick because they're constantly handled by tons of random humans. The zoo ends up making a ton of money. They're taken away from their mothers way too young, and they're not socialized correctly to be wild cats anymore. And basically, wild cats grow so quickly that they have to come out with a new batch of these babies every like 8 to 12 weeks. So it's just like overbreeding and not very good according to the stuff I was reading. So I crossed that off my bucket list. As much as I wanted to do it, I want to make sure that the animals are well taken care of. So I settled for meeting a baby goat on a farm instead, and I love baby goats. If we could have baby goats, I would. I love the way they cry. I think they're so cute, and meeting them and getting to bottle feed them was really, really cool. So pictures of that. And this is a view from the restaurant we went to from when I used to live in Florida. I went there quite often because it's right on the beach and you can go out on the lake and swim and all that stuff. So a picture of my sister and I, my boyfriend and I, a picture of us on the beach. It was too cold to go swimming, so I just got a picture of our feet in the sand. And a picture of my boyfriend. I took this design tip from Kelly Perky this year. I love how she does this with all the food pictures looking straight down at the food and then the journaling around the plates. So I tried my hand at that quite a bit this year. And then that evening, my boyfriend and I took my family's dog and our dog out to one of the state parks I had never been to, and I took that opportunity to take lots of photos with that fluff ball dog because he is very cute. On day 2, we went down to Winter Park and Orlando to go see my other sister, and then I met up with one of my friends from high school for lunch in Orlando. And then when I got home that evening, my boyfriend and I went out with one of my best friends from high school. So there is a picture of my sister and I. She is autistic, and because of that, it can be really hard to get good pictures together sometimes. So in this photo, she has her hand moving in front of the camera, and it's actually like this huge blur across the photo right here. So I just took a digital stamp that says happy, and I stamped it over top of that part of the picture. Here's a picture of me scratching her head. That's one of the sensory things that she really loves, is for people to scratch her back and her head. And again, my journaling about what I did on day 2 of spring break. Picture of our feet, a picture of me pushing her on the swing. This is a picture from the lunch I went to in Orlando where my friend and I met up. And pictures with my best friend, which was really fun. Meeting up with him. I have this picture where I have straws in my mouth and I look like a walrus. I just love being able to be silly with best friends. I think that's great. Picture of me getting ready for Harry Potter World in the moment we have all been waiting for, documenting Harry Potter World. So on day 3, my sister and I went to Harry Potter World, and it was so magical. So I created this shaker page using a 6x8 full page one photo insert, and I added all these blue and silver sequins. The silver ones are stars and the blue ones are just circles. And I love how the silver and the blue plays off of the color palette in Harry Potter World. I chose these silver foil alphabets to spell out Harry Potter World. This was very, very exciting for me, and I ended up having a lot of pictures taken this day. So my sister and I got the Universal Studios Park Hopper Pass, and we did all the cool stuff. Gringotts Bank is one of my favorite things, and I ended up taking quite a few photos of it. I thought it was absolutely beautiful, and it just blew my mind. There's a picture of me walking down Diagon Alley, and just a whole bunch of journaling on vellum here about how it was one of the most magical moments of my life. I love Harry Potter, and I have been wanting to go to Harry Potter World since it opened, and finally getting the chance to go at 27 years old was absolutely magical. I loved it. I took so many photos this day that I ended up printing off a ton of 2x2s to try to condense some space, and just added all the photos right here that I could. There's not a single journaling card here. Every single square has a photo in it. There's photos of me, the Jurassic Park ride, which was closed, but I was glad that I still got to see the Jurassic Park entrance because that was pretty cool. I love the Jurassic Park series, and especially Jurassic World. A picture of me and my sister's feet, because I love those from where I stand photos. Picture of the Transformers ride, which we went on, which was super cool. The Paradise ride from The Mummy, and lots more pictures from Harry Potter World. It ended up being really windy, but I just love all these photos. There's a picture of us in front of the Universal Globe. More pictures of Gringotts Bank and just this beautiful skyline. It was so beautiful out the day we went. This card is an old card from a Gossamer Blue kit several years ago. I have been hoarding it because I love Harry Potter, so I knew that I would find the perfect time to use it if I waited, and I finally did. It's a picture of my sister and I, a picture of us in front of the Knight's bus with the driver. I included our park passes here, and I stapled them in. I used a hollow alphabet stamp to type out the night bus, and then I just used a pen to draw diagonal lines in it. The back of our passes here. I love stapling the ephemera in, so it's kind of like a see-through pocket, but it includes like the real stuff that you got when you were there. I think that's really cool. More pictures. This is a pin that I actually designed myself. It's my handwriting, and it's got the lightning bolt, Harry's glasses, the Deathly Hallows, and the Quidditch goals. So I really love that. Here's another one of our passes here. I did the same technique with the hollow stamp and drawing the diagonal lines in it for Sirius Black's house, and that was the same thing that I did back here on the night bus. And I wanted to have repeating elements like that so the album still looks cohesive. And there's pictures of me in front of Sirius Black's house, and there was like a line of people. We all took turns like going up and pretending we're knocking on the door. A picture of where we ate lunch at the Leaky Cauldron, and I really loved the frozen butterbeer, which surprised me. It was very delicious and it tasted like butterscotch. More pictures. I got a vellum here. It says the world is a small town. Picture of the Hogwarts Express train. Lots of pretty journaling cards. A picture of Hogsmeade, and I really love this page right here. That's a picture of me and my sister in front of the castle, and this sticker says, "It is not the length of life, but the depth of life." And I love this sticker. I've been holding on to it, waiting for the perfect time to use it, and it just matched the colors in the landscape in these photos so perfectly. And I also have some silver sequins behind there. And then on the back side of that, I have our stubs from the pictures that we had professionally taken there. Again, just any bit of ephemera I can get and keep and hold in my album. I think that's super cool. And then the last of our pictures from Harry Potter World. So that was it. We started in the morning and we left once it was dark out. It was just the coolest experience, guys. I can't even tell you. These are my pages that I made for my Florida vacation, including going to Harry Potter World. I hope this has inspired you to do some memory keeping of your own and to just document the good days that you have and just life, you know? Sometimes you get to do really cool stuff, and it's amazing to be able to have an album to go back and look at that really cool stuff later. So I hope you have enjoyed this video. Please make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you don't want to miss any other memory keeping stuff that I do. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Bye!